Hello and welcome to Fiona's Creative Canvas. I'm Fiona and today I've got a bigger one out. The camera keeps going further and further up so I can fit these canvases in, and this is a 24 by 30 inch. I'm going to be doing an open cut using a white base and a bluish tealish with a hint of gold palette. So let's get started. Alright, so I'm going to start by covering my canvas with white paint, but I thought I would do something a little interesting with my base as well. So I've got a cup here which I'm going to mix white with a couple of other colors and just give the background a little bit of interest because I want a bit of negative space. So let's start with, this is a Montmartre titanium white. I wasn't sure how much to make up paint. I was thinking probably about 1.3, 1.4 litres maybe. Putting bubbles in it doing this, I think. You can see them popping up. I will be tilting this. I'm just trying to work out how much white to use without wasting too much. Because I want to make sure I get my edges covered before I start. I'll just speed this up. I'm just going to get this cup now and I'm going to put the white in it and I'm going to mix in a little bit of colour with it and then I'm going to pour that on. So I'm going to put a little bit of Payne's Grey . And I'm just going to mix that through. And then a little bit of this blue black indigo. Okay, and then I'm just going to like do a ribbon pour. And I'm going to get a feel for this canvas now, doing that. Doing a bit of tilting. Just going to add a little bit of white into a few spots that need it. And I can probably do this actually after I've got the next bit on. That's gorgeous. Alright, I really like that, so I'm going to bring my open cup here, I think. I'm going to start it here. And I'm going to pour a bit of white around that edge. Just give it somewhere to flow. Got a fair bit on there though, so it should be okay. And then I'm going to start introducing my colours. So I've got the Payne's Grey and that indigo. So that's that colour that you can see there. It's gorgeous. So the blue black indigo by Acrylic. I've also got another similar colour here, which is Payne's Grey. Sorry, not Payne's Grey. Prussian phthalo blue mixed with some Deco Art pewter and a little bit of iridescent white just to lighten it a bit. So that's going to be pretty. I've got some phthalo blue and this is Liquitex bright green mixed with some white. And then I've got some metallics. I've got a pearl white by Arteza, a gold by Arteza, and this is a bronze, which is just a mixture of all sorts of other colours that I've just collected. Leftovers. Okay, let's start putting in our colours. I'm going to start with the blue black. And then some phthalo blue. And some cream. Then I'm going to put some of this light aqua bright green. And here I've got some Amsterdam titanium white mixed with Australian Floetrol, and it's a bit thicker than I would normally make a swipe mix or a CA, cell activator, but I just thought I want to see if I can get some lacing or something interesting in there. I'm going to put the gold in now. A little bit of the pearl cream, and then I'm going to use this, such a pretty colour. It's starting to come out here. I've also got a bit of this, what is it, sky blue light? Sky blue light, which is a bit of leftovers. So I'm just going to put a bit of that in there. Some of the Amsterdam titanium white. Phthalo blue. I might put some bronze in there. And I'm just going to move this a bit. Some white, blue black. That's pretty. Ooh, pearl white. And some gold. Just concentrating now. Oh, where's the green? This is, I think this will look nice here. Cream. Not sure about that. Bronze. Pretty much out of those metallics now. I might have to do a little bit of something through there. All right, let's get the torch on this. And I'm just thinking about taking taking a little bit of some detail through. Before I stretch it. This is the blue black. Let's try this colour, which is a little bit lighter. Oh! And I'm going to finger swipe this, I think. The old finger swipe. Let's get some metallic. Some nice cells popping up. Alright, should we stretch? Still not sure about this. Alright, I don't know how this is going to go. Let's give it one final torch and then I'm going to stretch. There's a few holes that need to be filled up with the stretching. Alright, here we go. I'm going to go this way first, I think. Down this corner. Back to the middle. Definitely going to need to add white to this corner. Got some big swooping bits of gold. All right. Now I'm just going to work on composition. But before I do, I'm going to add a bit of white up here because I want to take this white negative space back down. I need to make sure I've got this edge covered properly. Alright, let's work this composition. I might bring this bit more white back in. I like to break that up. Ooh. I'm going to go off there a bit. Lots of walking around this one. Got a lot of gold just here. That's really pretty now. I think I want to take that back that way. And reduce the size of that cream bit. Still quite a bit of paint on here, so getting somewhere. Wow. Do I want to change anything else? I think with these big ones you have to step back and have a look. I don't know if I want to take that off there. Let's just see what happens. These bubbles, they are gorgeous. I will definitely bring you in to see those. And the gold is, I've got a hot spot here with the gold. Just looking at it this way, that looks pretty cool. So this is going to take a while to dry. Very different to what I usually do. I'll bring you in for the wet result. Okay, here is the wet result. Oh, having trouble fitting it in. And I will show you a different angle while it's wet as well, because I honestly think that it probably is a better portrait. Or maybe I'll show you that when it's dry, but I've got a big lot of gold just here. Some beautiful cells. I just love this bit, which is my negative space. And these bubbles up here, or cells, they are really cool. Got some more negative space up there. Yeah, so I'll just show you another angle. You can get a bit of light reflection, but I just really wanted to show you like something like this. Looks really good as well. I think it looks even better this way, but we'll check out all the angles when it's dry. I'm not sure how much more the cells will develop, so that should be interesting. I did manage to thin out that strip of cream, and the squiggles in here are very interesting. I don't normally go for that kind of thing, but for this piece I didn't mind having it. So there you go. I'll bring you back when it's dry. Okay, here is the dry result, and I'm going to show you all the different angles because this one is probably my least favorite. So I'm going to cut to each one. So this is the first one. This is the second one. I do quite like the portrait style. This is the third one. again portrait, and I might bring you in to have a look at some of the details while I've got it this way, because those bubbles are just standing out. I really like this bit. And they come all the way down. I think it's from all the stretching that I did. I do like them up here the most though. I've got the big block of gold, the negative space coming through, the squiggly bit, and a bit of blue down here. And I'll show you the last way. There's that one. And that has the bubbles up the top. So this is the way I was looking at it when I was making it. But I also quite like the portrait stars. So another big one done. This is the 24 by 30 inch, and the next one up will be 24 by 36 inch. So that's it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed that, and I shall see you all in the next one. Bye.